Checking out the dial accuracy on the BK970. Well, good evening, YouTube. 6:37 now on Saturday. What I have set up here is the BK Model 970 radio Analyst. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is on. It is set to level or selector C. Now this is the FM. I just now noticed that there are actually two settings for this. 10 to 11.4 is C, and 10 to 11.4 is C here. One's AM and one's FM. I've got it on the FM right now. And the position that I have it on, which is over 11, I'm probably going to say if that's each one of them is a 2, which may be, I don't know. Let's see, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each one's 1. So it's 11.1 now on the dial. And if we look over there to the other side there where the frequency counter is, we see it's measuring 10.728, several other numbers, but 10.7 is what we're looking at. So that's where it says it's 10.7. Now we're going to switch over here to the C, well, they're both C, to the other C, the AM setting, and see what it does, and see what excuse me, difference that makes, if it does make a difference. And it doesn't seem to. It's saying 10.689, 10.69, so it's pretty close to 10.7. Still 10.7 looks like. So I'm going to say this dial is off slightly. That's what I'm going to say. There's 10.7. So, like I said, it's about the same spot. But you can see that it's off quite a bit. So I don't know if this just needs adjusting or what, but it seems to be off just a bit. Next thing I'm going to see is, and I know I don't have a camera on the frequency counter, but take my word for it, I'm looking right at it. It's 10.707981, so that's what it's saying that is right there. So now let's check the 455 on the AM, which is down here. I think right there is where I found it before. There we go, 455, 235. That's about as close as I can get it. Now you can see how far off it is. It's not off that far, but it is off. So, you know, I don't know what that means as far as anything else is concerned, but next thing I want to try is some upper bands. Up in the FM, we'll go to the 88-108. That's up all the way, so that's as good as that's going to get. Alright, now we're up at 90. So this may be off also. This is 91. See what happens when I go down. Oh, there was 92, 93. Now we're getting closer. 92.80, 92.9. That's a little bit high. Or low on the, compared to the dial is a little high compared to what that is. So, this one's off too, it looks like. That's pretty right on 92. That says 91.81, and there's 91.9 right there. So it's closer down this end, looks like. But it is working anyway. It is putting out FM. So I guess that's all that matters on that. Anyway, I was just curious to see what that. Now that it's been on a little while, I may try to take it down a notch and see what happens. say 9.95, 10.04, 10.15, 10.2, so at 10.7 on the dial, it's measuring 10.331. So again, it's low. So probably needs some adjustment. Although it does work as far as putting the signal out. So you know, I think the 455 is close enough where we can use it. But again, this one's not quite close enough, I don't think. You know, another thing I want to try now, I don't know if I said this the other day, I don't really remember, to tell you the truth. But this meter is not going to be very good for working with AM radios. The only two real ways of measuring the you know, peak when you're peaking up a IF transformer is to either measure the speaker output, which is a positive AC voltage, or not positive, I mean it's an AC voltage, or the AVC line, which is a negative voltage, and this one won't do either one. So you know, that's kind of going to present a problem for that. Now I noticed in the manual it doesn't even mention anything about doing alignments on AM radios. Now to me that would be one of the key elements of this radio analyst, I would think. It tells how to do an FM alignment, and okay, that's fine, but you know, you can't do the same for an AM radio. I mean, there's far more AMs I think than FMs out there. But anyway, that's one of the things that I noticed when I was messing around looking at the manual. It doesn't really do it. Now I had a couple of ideas on how you could do it. Normally you can take and reverse the leads on your meter, use the positive lead on the negative, and use the negative lead on the positive, and make the meter read correctly, but it would be reading negative. Now you can't do that with this, because especially if you're powering the radio, because these are common. This negative here is common with this negative here, so that obviously would not work. In fact, all the commons are common, or all the blacks are common here. So that doesn't work. So anyway, like I said, the only other thing that you can do, you can hook up a diode between the leads somewhere in line with the leads, and it will turn the AC into pulsing DC, which probably would work well enough to do it, because you're going to be using a solid tone to do that with. I may try that to see if that would work. But like I said, just another thing that I noticed about this. I'll shut this off. That's one of the things I'm looking at now. That would not give me much would not give me much faith in whoever designed this, because I would think, you know, that would be a prime priority. You know, if you had a switch on here to where you could just switch in and out that diode, that would make it even better. But there's only two voltage ranges on here. There's a 2 volt and a 20 volt. Well, and I take it back, there's 3. There's 200 volts too. Oh, there's 5 or 4. 500 volts. I didn't see that before. But anyway, what you'd want to use is the 2 volt range, and see, you know, what it's doing. And so anyway, that's going to do me for that. I think next thing I probably do, like I said, the parts will be here Monday for this, and probably get back into it then. But I wanted to check out that meter to see how much kind of voltage it was putting out. Not voltage, but frequency it was putting out. And let's look at this again. Yeah, this is the place it's going. We'll put it there and see what happens. I'm thinking I can get most of that. I think I'll have to go, but some of it won't. So we'll see. Alright, gonna knock this off right here and see what else is going on. Lexi's back. I didn't know she was coming back today, but she is. And Callie brought her home, I guess. So much for that. I finally got this out to see if this. I haven't actually tried to use it yet, but need to try it here before long and see how well it works. I'll be honest with you, I don't hold up too much hope for it, but you never can tell. It might make me wrong. I don't know. You never can tell. All right, see ya.